Welcome to my channel. Today we are going to solve one problem related with Parseval's theorem. So already we discussed the Parseval's theorem in Fourier transform. So now using we are going to see one application of this Parseval theorem. So what does Parseval theorem means? So if we want to find the energy, okay, the energy of continuous time signal. So already we are having the formula in time domain. Okay, so we discussed in the first unit, the energy of any continuous time signal x of t is calculated by the energy E equal to integration minus infinity to infinity x of t the whole squared into dt. Okay, so the same energy we may calculate for that signal in Fourier transform domain. Okay, so if you should know the Fourier transform of the particular signal x of t, okay, so means using that capital X of j omega value, so we may calculate the energy of the particular signal in terms of Fourier transform. So that theorem we are calling it as a Parseval's theorem. Okay, so now using that theorem we are going to solve one problem. So you see the question, for the Fourier transform shown in figure, find the energy of the signal using Parseval's theorem. So here the two question is given. So this is the A graph. This is the modulus of x of j omega value versus omega. This is the magnitude of x of j omega given for a different frequency omega. So this is the Fourier transform of one continuous time signal x of t. So for that signal we are going to find the energy value. Okay. Similarly, this is the second problem. This is the x of j omega for one particular signal. So for that signal we have to find out the energy. Okay, this is the thing. So first one, so according to Parseval's theorem, okay, according to Parseval theorem, the energy is calculated in terms of the Fourier transform answer. Okay, so the continuous time signal x of t, if we are taking the Fourier transform, we will get the answer as capital X of j omega. So capital X of j omega is a Fourier transform of the continuous time signal x of t. So if x of j omega, means we may calculate the energy of the particular signal. The formula is that E equal to the energy, E equal to, so you see 1 divided by 2 pi integration over minus infinity to infinity modulus of x of j omega the whole squared into d omega. So this is the Parseval relation. Energy in terms of the Fourier transform. Okay, Parseval theorem means it gives the relation between energy of the particular time domain signal in terms of the Fourier transform domain. It is a Parseval theorem. So here this x of j omega graph is given. So using that graph we are going to find the energy value. So you see the energy E equal to 1 divided by 2 pi integration over x of j omega the whole squared into d omega. So here you see the graph. So this is the x of j omega. So here the x of modulus of x of j omega is available from omega equal to minus 2 to plus 2. For the remaining frequency, the x of j omega is not at all available. Okay, and in that case also you see for the omega between minus 2 to minus 1. Okay, so during this interval, for the omega between minus 2 to minus 1, what is the amplitude, what is the height of this modulus of x of j omega? If it is a 2, okay, this peak height is 2 means this is a 1. So for the omega between minus 2 to minus 1, the amplitude is 1. Similarly, you see for the omega value between 1 to 2, okay, for the omega value between 1 to 2, what is the height? That height is same as the 1. And for the remaining, the omega between minus 1 to 1, okay, in the mid minus 1 to 1, what is the amplitude of modulus of x of j omega? It is a 2. Okay, so using the split we are going to integrate. So that's why the integration minus infinity to infinity we are splitting into different things. That is from minus infinity to minus 2, there is no amplitude, 0. Similarly 2 to infinity, there is no value for x of j omega, it is 0. So that's why we are splitting the first integration as minus 2 to minus 1. So you see integration minus 2 to minus 1, what is the amplitude? 1. So 1 squared, since x of modulus of x of j omega the whole square. So 1 squared into d omega. Similarly, plus during the interval omega between -1 to 1. So during this interval, what is the value of modulus of x of j omega? 2. So integration -1 to 1, 2 squared into d omega. Okay. Similarly, plus from the interval 1 to 2, what is the amplitude? 1. So integration 1 to 2, 1 squared into d omega. Okay, so we expanded this integration as we splitted the integration as like this. Okay, next one we have to integrate. So this 1 squared, it's a constant, you take it outside. Similarly, 2 squared 4, you take it outside. This one you take it outside. So except that integration of only d omega is there. So if you are integrating d omega, we will get omega with the limit -2 to -1. Similarly, in the second thing, taking 4 as a common, then if you are integrating d omega, we will get omega with the limit -1 to 1. Okay. Then similarly for the third thing, you see, if you are integrating d omega, we will get omega with the limit 1 to 2. Okay, then we have to substitute the upper limit. So in the first thing, instead of omega, we have to put upper limit. What is the upper limit? -1. Then minus of the lower limit is -2. So minus of -2, it is +2. Okay. Then plus 4 into the upper limit 1 minus of, okay, 4 into upper limit 1 minus of the lower limit -1. So minus of minus, it is a plus. So 1 plus 1, it is 2. Okay, so it is 2. So that's why 4 into 2 times. That's why I am returning as a 4 plus 4. So instead of this one, you can return as 4 into 2, 8. Okay, these two things is for this interval. Then plus, if you are substituting the upper limit, 2 minus the lower limit is 1. So 2 minus 1. Okay, so if you are adding these terms, we will get 10. Okay, 10 divided by 2 pi. So 10 2, if you are cancelling means we will get the answer energy as 5 divided by pi. Okay, 5 divided by 5 joules. So this is the energy of the first signal. Okay, similarly, we have to find the energy of the second signal. So you see, this is the Fourier transform of the second signal x2 of t. So here the Fourier transform answer is available for the duration omega between -2 to 0. Okay, the frequency -2 to 0, what is the amplitude? What is the modulus of x of j omega? It is +2. Similarly, for the frequency between 0 to 2, what is the magnitude? It is a -2. Okay, so using this, we are going to find the energy. So similarly, you just write the energy formula. What is the energy formula? 1 by 2 pi. Okay, integration over -infinity to infinity modulus of x of j omega the whole squared into d omega. So in that thing, we are going to split the integration. What is the thing? First one, the integration -2 to 0. So for the integration -2 to 0, the amplitude is 2. So integral -2 to 0, the modulus of x of j omega is 2. So 2 squared d omega plus integration 0 to 2. What is the amplitude? -2. So -2 the whole squared into d omega. So you see the graph for the omega between 0 to 2. What is the amplitude? -2. So -2 the whole squared into d omega. Okay, then this 2 squared, it's a constant. You take it outside. So if you are integrating d omega, we will get omega with the limit -2 to 0. Similarly, here -2 the whole square, it is 4. So you take it outside. If you are integrating d omega, we will get omega with the limit 0 to 2. Okay. Then if you are substituting the upper limit in the first integration, it is 0. Okay, so 0. Then that is 1 by 2 pi. Okay, 1 divided by 2 pi into the next thing. If you are substituting the upper limit, that is 4 into the upper limit 0 minus of -2. So it is +2. Okay. Similarly, plus 4 into upper limit is 2 minus lower limit is 0. Okay. Then if you are simplifying this one, we will get 8 divided by pi joules. Okay, this is the energy of the second signal. Okay, so this is the Parseval theorem. This is the one of the method. Okay, this Parseval theorem is used to calculate the energy of the given signal x of t in terms of Fourier transform. Okay, instead of time domain calculation, The Parseval theorem is used to calculate the energy of the particular signal in terms of Fourier transform in a EC method. Okay, so this is the thing. Then in the next video, so we will see one more problem. So thanks for watching my channel, and please subscribe my channel for more videos. Thank you.